heard, they want justified or validated. The problem is that it's just constant. Daily, I'm kind of walking into this. Some days I can handle it, but over time, that begins to become a major part of the conversations we have. Because whenever you have those moments, you kind of leave us in a certain place. Most of those venting or not quite complaining sessions don't leave the man in a place where he's like, okay, hey, let's go feel good and spend time together afterwards. Now we kind of feel we both kind of brought down a little bit. So I guess what I'm pointing out is that just because you can don't mean you should. And so sometimes it's if you can't, the moms used to say this old back in the day. If you can't say something good, don't say nothing at all. So, like, are you speaking life into your man? Are you giving him a problem that he can fix? If not, what are you actually doing? What is the purpose in what you're saying? And if your purpose is purely selfish, just understand that every time you go to that selfish well, you are doing it at the consequence of your man. And there's no other way to look at that.
So I don't think that's being selfish. Like if she's just airing out her brain, like
Mhm.
other than that, that can turn that if you would hold things internally for too long, mentally she could become overwhelmed. So it's going to be affected in your relationship. She don't want to get be bothered and stuff like that. She don't want to do anything, and that's because she's overwhelmed. She hasn't had anybody to talk to. So like just at this just to sit there and just to hear them and like I'm sorry you're going through that, man, or whatever, give some encouraging word or whatever, and if it's something that she needs you to solve, most of the time with women, when we talk, we solve our own problems. So, but we just need to talk. We just need to talk. And that's it. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I hope that the message is clear. Men, we are encouraging you to listen to your woman. But at the same time, we're saying sometimes women could be overbearing with their information, with their venting. Um, let's just say the woman don't have friends. She don't
Hmm.
have an older friend or somebody of wisdom that she can pour pour that vent to. She could meditate.
Mm.
She could meditate. So the goal is actually to filter the venting before you get to your spouse. Now, sometimes you don't have that opportunity. I understand that. But what happens if you're overwhelmed and he's overwhelmed as well?
Hmm. And that's really what I'm getting at here. Is it's not to say that you're supposed to be batting 100%. I'm not saying you're going to get perfect at it, but what I am saying is you can take a few seconds before you get ready to say something and just ask, what is the purpose behind what I'm getting ready to say? Is how what am I speaking into my man? What am I trying to accomplish with this? You know, Also, is this the best time to say it? Do I need to say it at all?
Do you
Yeah,
think
and
that
I say
men
that.
do you think that men actually listen to their wives, Vent? Or
I
you think we have
think
a
I
problem
think
with that?
men try to, but I think one of the reasons we stop is because we get caught in this where the stories all start to sound the same. We get caught in that situation. I'm sure you've experienced it where your lady comes, she's full of energy, she's got a huge problem that she's communicating, and the last thing she wants is a solution. And all you think in this whole conversation is, man, if you would just breathe for a second, we could fix this whole problem.
Mhm.
But every time you try and offer that solution, it gets hit with resistance because that's not what she's wanting. And then by the time she gets to the end of the story, you're sitting over there like, most of this wasn't necessary.
But
And like,
it's just that's how our brain works. Like you bringing up that post earlier that I sent, and I think it was really it's actually really good. But basically, it's just talking about like a woman's brain. She thinking webs, so it's
mhm,
just like she's
all over the
connecting
place.
everything that has happened within the last week is all connecting. Like
Right.
but a man, they compartmentalize. So they have a
Hmm.
box here, they have a box there for everything.
Right.
So your brain is a lot more boom, 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 boom. But so even if you just give a solution, that doesn't do anything to all this. It's like, but when I say all of this, I'm in my head, I'm connecting the dots, I'm putting everything, but I had to like actually express it. Like I had to say it out loud. So it's like, and if a woman does not say it out loud, that's gonna turn her crazy.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna turn her
It's
crazy.
gonna turn her crazy because they didn't start out that way. Okay.
I
But
get how she explained that though.
I mean, I get it. To me,
Yeah.
it sounds the same thing. No, you
But-
basically saying I got this big
But
ball
women-
of webs. Your
Right.
brain don't operate the same way as me, so I'm sure everything I'm saying don't make a lot of
But-
sense to you. But you expect
But
me
when
fully
you
to listen
say
to it.
It's like you have like a yarn ball, right? And it's all tangled and everything like that. As you talk about it, it is untangling, it's unraveling, it's coming back, and now you're able to roll it back into a nice, perfect ball. And then it's like, okay, we're good.
So
All
you,
right.
so you can understand
So-
that metaphor, but not how men want two women. Never mind. Go ahead. What was you about to say?
This is the thing. I understand that, Nikki, but I really want you to understand that sometimes, okay, let's say like as you are unwinding your ball of yarn, that man's brain is now like everything that he got in these boxes are just like getting scattered.
Yeah.
Now, you know,
Well, it's not to scatter, it's just to listen. But this is another thing, because I want to bring that
what
post.
I'm
in.
trying to tell you how it
Okay,
works in a
go.
man's
Go
mind,
ahead.
though.
Okay, go
No,
ahead.
it is hard. It does get overbearing because you got to think about it. Even though you don't want the man to give a solution while you are venting, the it's frustrating because it's kind of like it's like that child who, and I'm not likening women to children, but it's like that child who keep asking you for advice, but they never take it.
I don't.
And I'm not saying that women aren't doing it. It's just like it's that feeling. Like the next time they come to you, you're like, okay, so you want me to listen, but you're not going to take my advice. And I'm not saying that the woman not going to take your advice.
Mhm.
I guess I'm explaining this bad. In that moment, you're listening and you just keep having answers, but you know you can't give it because you got to wait for her to vent and you got to wait for her to say it's okay for you to give that answer
Mhm.
because you feel like I can solve this right now.
Right.
You know, maybe understanding how a woman's mind actually works, maybe it will help in the process. Maybe it will, because now that you know that the woman is like unraveling a lot of things, maybe we could
So-
have more grace and it won't strain our brains as much to put forward an answer.
So what it does is, and I'm happy that this article brought it out, but it says when we talk and we're doing that, we're not seeking solutions. What we're seeking is an intimate connection. When we talk and we get vulnerable with people, we are connecting.
Mhm.
So if like you never connect with your woman, she's gonna shut off every other part because you're not there
That makes
to
sense.
listen. So
Mhm.
it's like we need that to listen. Just like when we talk to our friends, we're connecting. That is an emotional connection. That's an intimate connection. We're being vulnerable. When we talk to our husbands or our men or our boyfriends, we're talking. We're not looking for a solution. We come up with our own solution most of the times. But what we're doing is we're just trying to connect. We're trying to connect. We're trying to, like build something.
And so I don't got an issue with the connection. And I guess the point that I'm trying to make is that I just feel like there's room in this for adjustment. Like it can't just be we just women. Like I feel like there's room where you can bring it down a little bit.
Because you keep saying that. But let me ask you a question.
Okay,
So, and I don't want to pry, but I am going to ask this question.
fair enough.
When you stopped listening or was reluctant to listen or maybe complained about the listening, I'm not sure how it went, but did you notice a decline in connection with your ex-wife?
No.
She was still like really connected to you?
No. We were disconnected, but we were disconnected whether I was listening or not.
So
It was the point where I realized
I'm not
that so here's my issue. The point is that I think as men we have to get away from the false expectation that by doing more, we're going to somehow get more with our women. I don't think that's the case.
What she's saying is not doing more; it's doing what's necessary.
Well, you're definitely taking on the waterboarding.
No,
So,
so what
You
was
are
it? What
definitely
caused,
taking on the
Wait,
what
waterboarding.
caused the disconnection? That's what I want to
So-
know. Because if it wasn't that, I mean, maybe it was happening way before and you just didn't realize it. I'm not sure.
Oh no, it was happening before, but
So
before I
maybe-
realized it, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that's what caused.
But I
the
was listening to her then.
disconnection. Were you really listening, Brian?
I'm an exceptional listener. I probably listen too much. I probably listen too well. I can remember too much of the story you told me.
Well,
so what
yeah.
what you said it made sense. So women, what did Marquise Dennis say? What was currency for women?
Attention.
Attention.
Right.
So if attention is currency to women, this actually makes sense. Like,
Mhm.
so if I mean, we do have to consider this. If women are venting,
You about to agree? You about to argue my point, but keep going.
wait,
I like help.
You're arguing. Your point is that we're gonna have to accept the waterboarding.
No. Go ahead. I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna argue my
Okay,
point.
what she says makes sense.
Mhm.
I think this what this whole talk is about. You know,
Right.
understanding men and women, men understanding women.
Right.
Now that I understand that women connect through that venting
Mm-hmm.
with their husband,
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense. I mean, as to why they want to come to us,
Mm-hmm.
right? I'm still saying that women should be mindful as to how much they dump on their men because it still gives an effect on us.
Right.
But I do understand that even to another level, that this is not just me listening. This is me having a emotional connection with my wife. In the same way, when we have ideas
Mm-hmm.
and we bring those ideas to our women,
Mm-hmm.
if our woman don't want to listen,
They let us know.
if they do let us know, that hurts it hurts the relationship. Because if you're on my team to help me build, and I'm bringing ideas to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't build on that, then shame on you if you surprised if that man give that all of that attention to another woman. So
Okay. All right. I wouldn't expect it to go that way, but okay.
So I would be fair and say, shame on you if a man comes and she give all that attention to him. Because we need that emotional connection.
Okay. So I don't disagree with that. Go ahead.
But and that's just this is gonna be smart. But that's how emotional affairs start because the man was listening. The husband wasn't, the man was listening. And so most women affairs is emotional because that man is listening, he hears her, and that's where the connection begins. It ain't never, I mean, some women are like that nowadays, but it ain't never, oh, he just so fine. No, it's like, oh, he listens, he understands me. It's not something that it just happens over time. It's not something that they go looking for. So it's a difference from a man. But
Oh, prime, you into polygamy, so you're gonna have a lot of waterboarding going on. Huh?
Exactly.
Well, no, because see, so the way I see this is, so let me ask you this question, and this will frame what I'm getting ready to say. So, in a marriage, do you feel that that your wife is owed your attention, or does she still have to earn it? Because if that's her currency, do you feel like she's allotted that because she's your wife, or do you feel like she needs to earn it?